Banjo Thursday. It's the most fun you're ever gonna have with a banjo on a Thursday. Banjo Thursday. Cha-cha-cha. All right, so yes, welcome to Banjo Thursday. I just bought a banjo, not this Monday, but the Monday before, and I love it. Got it from Music Go Round in St. Louis. Shout out to Music Go Round. And this bad boy only cost me something like $209. Well worth it. And so it's the instrument that I'm going to feature on the channel right now. And I'll teach you a little bit about the banjo. Banjo, of course, is a string family instrument, correct? Because it has, you guessed it, strings, which vibrate to make the music, okay? And most of my kids, whenever they start checking out the banjo, they're like, whoa, Mr. Haney, there's a drum. There's a drum on that thing. I'm like, yeah, totally. And actually, it's got a Remo drum head on it. It is legitimately a drum, so they are not wrong. And yeah, you could theoretically play the drum on the banjo, but that's not its purpose. The purpose of the drum head on the banjo is to project the sound, or to amplify it, or to, what's the word? Make it resonate. Okay, so it acts like a resonator for the banjo strings, so it sounds louder. Okay, so if I go like this, that's loud, right? Okay, bear with me here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands down on the drum, but I'm not going to muffle the strings or lay it on the strings. I'm just going to put my hand down here so the vibrations of the drum aren't so free and so, pronounced. So check it out. So here's what the drum sounds like with my hand down. Here's what the banjo sounds like when I put my hand down on the drum. And then I'm gonna lift my hand off. Hear how it's different? Cool? There we go. All right, so yeah, so that is the purpose of the drum part down here. But other than that, it's a fairly similar instrument to a lot of other types of stringed instruments. It's got this thing down here. It's called a bridge. Like a bridge over troubled banjos. And then it's got this tailpiece down here where you can feed the strings in. Okay, kind of like a violin tailpiece. Right down, chomp. And then it's cool. The body of the banjo is basically like, yeah, it's like a drum. It's like a metal drum, and it's got these little hooks that keep it fastened on there. And then of course we got the strings that go up there. All right, and these are the four main strings up here, okay, on Banjo Thursday. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 main strings, all right? But this is a 5-string banjo. Doesn't just have those 4 strings. It's got this bad boy down here, all right? This right there. That's the 5th string, okay? And so the 5th string, it's the tuning peg is up higher, closer to where your hand's gonna be playing on the strings. So naturally, the pitch is gonna be higher. All right, so when I play that 5th string, that shorter one, that's a high do, okay? And it's in the key of G. Do, right? So it's up high there. Then when we play the next one, that's a low sol. Sol. And the next one's do. Cool. And then mi. And then sol. So the notes that you hear in the banjo strings, like a do, sol, do, mi, sol. So you put all those together, you got yourself a major chord. This is a G major chord. All right? That's important. Very important. So it's tuned to the chord G major, whereas a guitar is tuned to, it's not really a chord, but like the second, third, fourth string kind of are tuned to G major as well. So as a guitar player, you can kind of think of the banjo as a open G tuned guitar, which is basically like where them guitar slingers got the idea for the open G tuning anyway. Like Keith Richards, he plays on a guitar where he takes off the sixth string of the guitar, and so he just leaves it as an open G-tuned 5-string guitar, and he gets some incredibly amazing sounds and stuff out of that kind of level of simplicity. So what's cool about the banjo is, you know, without like a barrier to entry, you can just play on the fretboard with just one finger if you can. And when you play all the open strings, you get that nice open G chord, and you can go on this 5th fret right here, and you get yourself a C chord. And if you go on to the 7th fret, you're gonna get yourself a D chord right there. Okay, right there's a D chord. Okay. So you can do, you know, a song really easily just with one finger. Let me think of one. So like you could be like, this land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of a highway, I saw above me that in the skyway, I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me, right? This land is your land, this land is our land. And it keeps on going. So that was This Land Is Your Land, just using one finger for fretting. Okay? Great. That right there is a pretty darn good banjo lesson, but I'm going to keep going. All right? So, so yeah, you got your major chords with just open, and then 5, and then 7. Now, the toughest little thing about the banjo for me is remembering like what the other chords kind of look like and what they kind of sound like. So when you're playing on a banjo, probably the easiest chord that you can grab besides, you know, the G major would be like a G7. So if you just put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of that first string, kind of spicy, right? C would be right here, which is kind of a lot like the C form on a guitar, because you get your first finger, first finger, 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, which is the same as a guitar. But what you're going to do is you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So you get this G here. And then this is an E, and then this is a G, and then this is a C, and then this is an E. So you got C, E, and G right there for a C chord. got the makings of a song right there. All right, and then you can do like a D chord right here. All right, which would be like that. And then an F chord is a little bit different too. But anyway, let me stop yakking. Let me do a tune for y'all. The banjo. Oh, one more fun thing about the banjo is its origin. You would think it comes from like the Appalachians, or it's American in origin, but like many things, it's not originally from the Americas. It's an African traditional instrument. So they would take gourds and then stretch skin across it and then put strings across that, and that they turned it into a musical stringed instrument. So then the banjo came to the United States of America and was spread around by different cultures, and people shared it and then started using it in different types of music. One type of music would have been country music, but then in Kentucky, some of that music morphed into bluegrass. So let me do a bluegrass tune. This one's called Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. All right, here we go. Cool? All right. Hope you enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite bluegrass tunes. One of my former students loved that song, and he had a behavior disorder. And so sometimes if he were to be having a meltdown or something like that, yeah, I would start messing around with him and be like, good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Then he would kind of start singing along with it. And then sometimes I would skip him out of whatever behavior pattern he was in. But anyway, there we go. So that's a fairly standard tune, you know, but it's slightly complex because it's got G and then C, and back to G. And it's got an E minor chord right there. Okay, so that's E minor, just one finger down on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then a D. And that's it. And then like there's F in there. Oh, and then with the F chord right here, of course, if you scoot it up 2 frets, you got a different voicing for G. It's fun. Cool. So, anything else about this banjo? Not really. I mean, you can do, let me do a kid song with it. Let me do Oh Susanna. All right, so yeah, with the banjo you can do, you know, your chords and sing along with it, but you can also do lead lines, obviously, and play the melodies. Where's my coffee? Oh, well, whatever. Okay, so like with Oh Susanna, it would be like this. There it is. Cool, right? All right, and then so you can do that as an intro and then launch into the song. What came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee? I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. Rained all night the day I left, the weather was so dry. The sun so hot I froze to death, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. I came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Well, I had a dream the other night when everything was still. I thought I saw Susanna coming down the hill. Buckwheat cake was in her mouth, a tear was in her eye. Said, I'm coming from the south, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. I'm going to Louisiana with a banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. I came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. I came from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Yeehaw. Cool. Hope you enjoyed it. That was Oh Susanna. All right, and then let me do the song I've been doing with my students for about a week. And the kids really enjoyed this one. I didn't know they were into so many deep cuts. And I guess it's not that deep of a cut, but it's a tune by Ms. Dolly Parton. And then remember, Dolly Parton's middle name is Beggar, okay? And so I just picked a country artist to feature because I'm doing like a unit on country music. And bought a banjo, had a guitar, and we did Johnny Cash because it was the anniversary of Johnny Cash's passing a couple weeks ago. But yeah, so I picked Dolly Parton this week, and the song that I picked was Jolene, which features the A minor chord, which is right like this. So, and then I started playing it on the banjo, and it's got this kind of like, I don't know, it's got this haunting quality to it, and I figured out this kind of arrangement for it. So this is the final tune for Banjo Thursday. Hope you've enjoyed this. It's going to be about 30-minute exploration of the banjo. In one take, can't complain with that. Honestly, the song sounds better with a chorus of third grade girls singing it, but I guess you get the idea. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, great tune. Great tune. So it just uses, 4 chords in the truth? So it's like A minor, C, G, and then the only other chord it uses is E minor. But with that ringing out, 5th string, the high G. Gets that like A minor 7 feel. It's a nice feel to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Anything else about the banjo on this Banjo Thursday? So I can teach you real quick the most famous of all banjo lines or melodies or pieces, at least the beginning of it. Dueling banjos sounds like this. And if you can learn how to play that in front of a group of people on a banjo or on a guitar or whatever, they'll immediately go like, what? You know? So like, I kind of adapt it and do the entire melody to Yankee Doodle. Dueling banjos kind of quotes Yankee Doodle. But anyway, so then I incorporated it into the Banjo Thursday theme song. Banjo Thursday. Banjo Thursday. It's the most fun you're ever gonna have with a banjo on a Thursday. Banjo Thursday. Cha-cha-cha. Hope you enjoyed Banjo Thursday. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you the next time.